Ooh, what's up? I am live. As I said I was going to do, I said I was going live in February. It is February, and here I am live and in effect. Oh, that's on my screen. Um, I don't know if anyone will show up. Oh, there's one person. It's always like the one person that shows up. What's up to you? To the one person. Um, I'm going to give it just like another minute or so. Um, Even if no one shows up, I'm still going to keep this video up because I have a question that I want to ask. As you can see in the title of the video, it is what is the cost of your culture? But before I get into the question, I'm going to, like I said, wait like one more minute, but I'll just babble on for a little bit. Um, but yeah, like I said, I'm going back live next month too. I'm going to try to do one every month. So far, so good. 2 months in 2022, two live streams. So let's go. I'm just trying to get back into the regular groove and swing of things. So that's super exciting. One person is watching. Hey, one person. Oh, hey, D. um, yeah, so I'm just trying to get back into the swing of things. And in case you didn't know, I do post when I'm going to go live on the community tab. So I posted this. I said I was going to go live today. Hey, so here I am. um, from my last live, oh my goodness, I lost like 50 subscribers. It was so funny because I was like, these people are like, dang, I'm still subscribed to her. I haven't seen her in a long time. Hey, Bevelyn. Um, yeah, they're like, I'm still subscribed to her. Yeah, no, I thought I unsubscribed from her years ago. uh, so that was pretty interesting to like see my subscribers just go down. I mean, it makes sense. Like I wasn't upset about it or anything. Nice to see you too, Bevelyn. And Simply Terry and D. Like I wasn't upset about the subscribers or anything. It was just interesting to see because I wondered what the response was going to be. But yeah, 50 people pieced me out. They're like, no, I'm done with you. You were gone for so long, and your first video is just a random video. So no, thank you. But yeah, what is the cost of your culture? This is something that has been on my mind for a while. I'm looking down because I have my phone here and I have some notes on it so I can stay focused today. Um, but yeah, it's something that has been on my mind for quite a bit because as I was traveling around, I just started to see that there was no discernible difference between. Oh, hey, Nivy. Nivy, listen, I think I'm gonna be around. Thank you, Terry, or I should say simply Terry. Hey, Nivy, what's up, Nivy? Yeah, Nivy, like I think I'm gonna be around. I'm starting with one video a month, and then we'll like one live a month at least, and then we'll see how I'm able to supplement all of that as we go along. Okay, back to the question. I see. These are my homies. Nibby, you're in Texas? Do you still have my number? Because I'm in Texas. And if you're in Texas, I need to, and if we're close, we need to link up. But even if we're not, if you're in Texas, like we need to link up. So I will come see you just like I did when we were, oh, you got a new phone? Okay. I'm going to see if I still have you. Oh, no. Do you have the same number or it's a different number? In any case, we need to link up. Oh, you're in El Paso. Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm not coming all the way over there. So sorry. Or maybe I will. I've never been to El Paso. I don't know. That's just a little bit more distance than I thought. So my bad. Okay. Oh yeah, email me. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, but so the topic is what is the cost of your culture? This is a question that I've had for quite a bit, and because as I was traveling around, I saw that there was no difference, or there was a I couldn't discern the line between like what was sacred in a culture and what was for sale. And I wanted to bring it to you all. Like, is there a cost to your culture? Are there some things that are sacred and that are not for like broad consumption or for everybody to consume? So I'll give a couple examples. Oh, I already have a like. Shout out to the person that liked my video. Um, I was in Mexico, and I was sitting down, I was eating, and there was, I presume, mariachi band. I was gonna say a mariachi band, but a mariachi band. And there was a group of tourists there, and they were the group of tourists. They were drunk and they were being very boisterous. And so you have you have the mariachi band going around and they're playing and people are tipping them, and that's cool and that's fine. But the drunk table kind of wanted all of the attention on them, and so they were just like throwing money in a very disrespectful kind of way, just like, perform for me, do it again, like, and I was like, I started to feel bad because here you have a group, they're entertainers, they're performers, so they are there to make money, and it's all good, and I get all of that. But it was just like a bit, to me, I felt secondhand embarrassment. And I don't know if they were embarrassed at all. But I was like, that's part of like your culture, right? And so you're just selling it to make a living, right? But in just such a disrespectful, like disregarded way. It felt so weird to me. And that was one of the times I was like, what is the cost of your culture? At what point is your culture not for sale? At what point, sorry, someone's calling me. At what point is your culture not for sale? At what point do you say, you know what, I'm good? Like, you can't consume this. Similar thing happened in the Philippines. It happened when I was in Bali. It was just like these tourist groups were so disrespectful in their consumption. Not even, no, it is in their consumption. It was how they were consuming it. Yeah, it is. It was sick, but it was how they were consuming it. It was not just like, I'm appreciative, thank you for performing this for me, or thank you for letting me see this, but it was just like, give me more, like, I deserve it. I deserve access to it. And yeah, I'm going to get to poverty porn too. Yeah, it's like, just like, there was a line between just performance, right? Because we all go to shows, we all like, we go to things that are entertaining to us, and we do all of that, and that's cool. But where is that line? Like, who says that this isn't for sale? I think about African textiles all the time, or different. I'm not even going to say African textiles, but different textiles, and like, different cloth, like traditional wear. Like, why can't I buy that at a store? Like, what's sacred? You know what I mean? Like, what is sacred to you? Is nothing sacred? I guess that's my question. Is nothing sacred? Is everything for sale? um and if it is for sale, what is the cost of your culture? Because I'm traveling around, I see all of these different people in their traditional dress, and it's very beautiful, but then I can just go to the market and get something for myself. But then, what would you say? I would say, when you feel the dignity seep out of your pores, dignity is priceless. I agree. I agree. Dignity is priceless. And that's what, thank you for bringing that up, because that's something I think was kind of lacking. It's just that people were performing, um, just because they needed or wanted to make money. And I get that there is right, like, there's a balance between, I need to feed my family. This is something that I know how to do, like bringing up the mariachi band again. So I don't care if people are, because it was so disrespectful. They were like, more, bring, yeah, again, 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 like clapping. Like, I was like, why are you doing that? So I get that there's a balance between the two. But I guess it is dignity. But going back to the textiles, like, let's say, like, there's a traditional garment and I can just go to the store and buy it, and it's like, but should I be able to, Like, what is the cultural significance of this garment, of this dress, of this wear? Like, should I just be able to go and buy it? And then I think about like high end fashion houses, and then they kind of incorporate some of those patterns and some of those traditional things, and it's just like, but where's the line though? Because it was for sale, I could go buy it, and now there's an uproar when the fashion houses do it. Now, I'm not saying I don't want the fashion houses to do it. Like, let's be clear on that. I don't want the fashion houses to do it either. But what is the line? Like, why can't I go to your country and buy it? But there's a problem when the fashion houses do it. You know what I mean? So that is the question. It's just like, what is the cost of your culture? Because um even if we go to African American culture, my culture, Black American culture, as I was traveling, I saw it everywhere, and it was so weird to me to see it everywhere. It was so weird to me because here I am setting out on this journey to experience the world and like um get a new take on things and see different things, and yet I was just seeing my culture being expressed everywhere. And it was so weird. And I was like, what is this? Like, what is sacred, you know? You teach Mexican students and they taught they taught you about NBA Youngboy and NLE Choppa. And it's just like, huh? Yeah, I think it's globalization. I think that maybe the internet has ushered in a new, or was it before the internet? These are all questions that I'm asking you. And like, by you, I mean the people that are here now and then the people that are going to join later. Um the kids were so into Snoop Dogg in Ecuador. It's just weird, right? Because like I'd be like, okay, I'm going out. And then it would be like it would be like I'm listening to Hot 97. And I'm like, well, no, I wanted to hear like what you all were listening to. Um Yeah, marketed and sold as entertainers. Yeah, yeah, I agree with that. And it's just like, but also it takes away from experiencing a place. And so then the question is, am I just experiencing this because I am a tourist, because I'm a visitor here, or is this really the expression of it was there before the internet, Whitney. Oh, hi, Whitney, by the way. It was there before the internet, but there's more exposure now. Yeah. So do you think it was Whitney or anybody else? Do you think it was because of where I was? Like, I don't hang out in only touristy areas. I try to experience the countries, and I just try to like get an inauthentic experience. But do you think that's what it is? Like, she's a tourist, let's show her this way. I don't think so. I think it's just like inundated in in different countries. But it's not just American culture or Black American culture. But speaking of like broader American culture too, getting outside of specifically Black American culture, I think about the commercialization of American holidays. Like, I was in where what Thailand, and they were like having a Thanksgiving sale, and I'm like, why? Like, that's a specific holiday. But like, why are y'all having a Thanksgiving sale over here? What's the point? You know what I mean? And then like other countries now celebrate Black Friday, and I know that's like marketing and that's commercialization, but what is the cost? And not necessarily to those holidays, but it's just weird to see it. A small hats have the defamation league for any slight infraction of their Yeah, exactly. We need to protect it. It's about dollars and cents. It is about dollars and cents, and it's about consumerism. And I think that goes hand in hand with it. I don't like it because I guess I had a false sense of what was going to happen when I traveled. Like, I thought I was going to experience these places, and my travel was great. Let me be clear on that. My travel was phenomenal. I wouldn't change it. It was amazing. Hashtag, however, I definitely saw too many things for sale. And then I definitely saw a lot of Black American culture and broader American culture in the form of, so Black American culture in all forms and expressions, but a broader American culture in the forms of like mostly holidays and stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Nibby. Are they just doing that because they need to make the money, right? Like, this is the thing that I know. This is the thing that people will buy from me. So this is what I'm going to sell. Is that it? And if that's it, where is that line? But where is the line? Where is the line when we say this is not for sale? No matter what, y'all can't have this. And by y'all, that could be me wanting to buy a traditional like Balinese something, or like, like it's not just, but what is it? Because it bothers me, and it's, so I guess it's a lack of options. I guess Nibby speaks has spoken and answered the question. That is just a lack of options to sell your culture, because I think that there's a difference between, let me show you an authentic experience. There's no line because prices keep going up and you have to eat. Everybody is selling damn near. Uh, let me show this. Oh, okay. There is no line. There is no line then. Damn, y'all are breaking my heart. Cause that's what I felt, right? I felt it. I was like, this is pretty awful. But there is no line, I guess. Okay then. Everything's for sale. So that's it. Everything's for sale. No matter what. So nothing's sacred? Nothing is sacred? Is that what y'all are telling me? There's nothing sacred? Or are there some things that are sacred? Like if I wanted to have a traditional Zulu wedding. Okay, voodoo. Okay, voodoo. Maybe wedding traditions. What about wedding? Do you think those are sacred? Like if I wanted to have like a traditional Zulu wedding, um, yeah, they do sell voodoo too. I guess nothing is sacred. Y'all are breaking my heart, but it's true. Because like, so would I be condemned for that? I don't want to have a traditional Zulu wedding. Like, let's be clear on that. But that's an example. Would I be condemned, or is that for sale too? Okay, so then how do we make it sacred, Whitney? It's not sacred because we don't make it sacred. How do we make it sacred? Because I wouldn't mind an experience where you can come in, right? And you can witness us doing it, but it's not for you to have. That I wouldn't mind that. Like you can come in and you can kind of, or is that opening the door to it not being sacred? Should there be some things that are just off limits and you can't do? You're like, nah. Is that it? Because I just the world is becoming, or has been, um it's just so globalized, and everything is just a mashup, and I'm worried that cultural authenticity is getting lost because you have different people expressing different cultures that aren't theirs, and I'm worried because it's just, you got Taiwanese people cooking Mexican food like that, but the restaurant is like, oh, this is authentic Mexican. Like, is it though? Because Taiwanese people are cooking it. So y'all are breaking my heart in the chat. I'm sorry. Because I was like, okay, my people got an answer for me, because I really did want it to be. Most of the world are followers. No one is strong enough to say no. This is mine. Oh yeah, you're talking about that tribe. Like they're like, wait, are you talking about that tribe that killed they killed that missionary guy? Are you talking about that? Like that was in the news a few years ago? Yeah, boundaries are consistently getting pushed, or constantly, you said, constantly getting pushed. I agree. And I just feel like there needs to be some pushback. Like, no, this isn't yours. No, you can't have it. This is not yours. Because even when I was, okay, so like I said, I'm an African American, a Black American, yada, yada, yada. Which, nope, I'll get to that in March, actually. But I personally don't say the N word. Like, I just don't say it. People don't call me that I know. And I don't say it. Even when I'm rapping a song, I don't say it. It's just a personal thing. I'm not on a crusade to make sure no one says it. Well, some people can't say it around, like it's going to be a problem, but I'm not on a crusade, right, to like, oh, let's ban the, not on a crusade. But I just be walking around, especially in South Africa, and people be like, oh, what's up, man? Who you, me? What you talking about? Why you saying that? And why you, like, it was just so weird to hear it, like, because it's I don't know, y'all. What's the, I don't know. And some people say like, oh, they're Black, so all Black people can say it. But for me specifically, I'm like, I personally don't even say it, and like people don't say it to me because I just don't like the word. And so it was so weird. I've become kind of normalized hearing it in different African American communities, because hello, right? Like that's just normal at this point. But to hear it, uh thank you, Nibby. But to be called that, right, in different countries, and to just hear people saying it, and then to be like, oh, that's what's wrong with these N words today, and I'm just like, what are y'all talking about? But others in the same culture freely give it. There has to be a consensus for it to be sacred. Okay, there has to be a consensus for it to be sacred. Or maybe the people that think it's sacred should just, um, maybe the people that keep that think it or that the people that think it is sacred should just kind of hold it close, hold it closer. You know, I think like holding it close, and then maybe more and more people. Oh, shout out to all my people with, on the same page with the N word. I just don't say it. I just don't like whatever. But like if someone next to me is like, I mean, I'm not. Well, it depends on who it is. But okay, so maybe that's the answer. The people that do think it should be sacred should hold it a little closer and safeguard it. Hold it close to the heart and safeguard it. Um, and then maybe it'll spread from there. Again, people observing. So like I went to Carnival, right, in Trinidad. Like, cool, great. This is a perfect example. So I went to Carnival. I was in Trinidad. Great, fine. Y'all know that horror story. I don't have to relive it. But okay, cool, fine. But I am not now trying to like have a carnival. Like that was their culture that I observed. They invited me in. Thank you, but I leave it on the table. African Americans have the same thing. Like you can come in, you can observe. Thank you. Zulu people have the same thing. Like everyone has the same thing. And you imagine them trying to do Freaknik. Oh, Freaknik. Oh my gosh. Like, but I just think that everyone should. But the that is funny. The thing that I was going to say about the Trinidad is I was talking to this Trinidadian guy, and he was like, I want this he might be watching this, or not right now because there are only 9 people, but he might watch this later. Or maybe he's one of the 9. Anyway, he was like, I want this to be all over the world. I want Trinidadian Carnival to be all over the world. And I was like, and he specifically said like Trinidadian Carnival. He wanted that to be all over the world. And I was like, but then it's not special anymore. If Trinidadian Carnival itself is happening in other countries, not just other celebrations. Like he didn't want other countries to have their own expressions of carnival or whatever. he wanted it to be the Trinidadian way. He wanted, everything that they do in Trinidad. That's what he wanted to be in different cultures. And we had an hour long conversation because I was trying to get him to understand or see my point of view. That I'm like, but that takes away from the richness of it. Like, why would I come to Trinidad to partake when I could just go to Argentina and do it, or I don't know, wherever. Why would I do that if I could just go to France? And not like Notting Hill. No, he wanted it to be like actual Trinidad Carnival, like that's just traveling around. So I'm like, that's like, that should be sacred to you. Why are you trying to monetize it and capitalize on it? Like, that was another thing and I asked him directly, like, what is the cost of your culture? Because that should be sacred for you. You shouldn't want, hey Shelly. I've been around. The world, and but yeah, that should be sacred. And people just freely give everything. We had an hour-long conversation though, and he didn't have like a good reason. He was just like, because I want everybody to experience it. I'm like, that's cool, but don't you want people to experience it? Hearts. Don't you want people to experience it in its initial or original states in Trinidad? Why are you trying to export it everywhere? That doesn't make sense. I think some things should be sacred. Everything should be for sale. Sacred versus for sale. That's what we're talking to. That's what we're talking about right now. What's sacred? Shelly, I'm going to ask you, do you think there are certain parts of culture that are sacred or that should be sacred? Hey, Travel Squad, 2Ds. Yeah, cultural appropriation is shit. I'm gonna curse. Cultural appropriation is out of hand. But I think it's a direct reflect of nothing being sacred. Cultural appropriation is out of hand, but it's like it's for real. Nibby, Travel Squad, say what up. Cultural appropriation is out of hand, but I think like where do you draw the line though? Like in one breath, it's like cultural appropriation is awful, it's out of hand, stop doing that. But then in another hand, it's like I got drip for sale. I got drip for sale. I don't know how that just came up, but that's what it feels like. I got drip for sale. Like everything is for consumption. Let me sell you this. Like let me teach you this. And it's exhausting. And it is exhausting. My chat just answered it for me. Everything's for sale these days. You look at like some of these bands in Asia, you're just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What why are you doing that? Who taught you that? Where you get that from? Why are you dancing like that? Why are you singing like that? Why your beat sound like that? We're living in this global entanglement that nothing is left to the imagination anymore. Shh, that's unfortunate. But you're right. That's unfortunate. Bevelyn, you think it evolved from rap culture? You think that's where it started? Nothing is sacred evolved from rap culture? You think that's because rap culture was so widely adopted and celebrated around the world? Do you think that's why? Nothing is left to the like if I okay, where you at now? I'm in the United States now. You should go watch my January live. I talked about it, but I'm not in. Well, I am in the United States, but I'm starting to travel again in April. But you should go watch my January live, and you can skip through it. You don't have to listen to me talk for an hour. But at this very moment, I'm in the United States, but I will be traveling. And as I said earlier, Black music, period. Yeah, what's up, Bay? Yeah, I have a live. Hey, Aaron. Oh, look at some people in here. What's up? Yeah, I have a live. I made an official comeback in January last year. I mean, last month. And then I vowed to do a live every month at least one live a month, and then some supplemental videos too. Um, they are, look, they are braces. Uh-huh, they are. With our euphemisms and colloquialisms, I think we invite too many people to the dang cookout. I'm like, no, Susie can't. Facts about inviting people to the cookout. Yes. Yes, 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 yes to that, Shelly. Too many people be at. I'm not going to the cookout anymore, actually. Like, I don't want to go. Because, like, I got to drink some water. I got drip for sale. Now I'm singing that for no reason. Oh my God. Oh my God. I forgot this was sparkling water. And so when I started drinking it, wow, I forgot it was. I was like, what is this? Why does it taste like Alka Seltzer? But it's sparkling. That's why. I totally forgot that. You never went to Machu Picchu? Oh, Manchu Picchu. You never went? Oh man, they say sis, they say kitchen. This white lady was telling me about her kitchen. I was like, this is how I was looking at her like, you don't what do you mean? She was like, "Oh, I got it from the Real Housewives." And not even the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She said she got it from, I think, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, maybe. But I know it wasn't Atlanta, or they have another black one. I know they have like two black Real Housewives. She didn't get it from either one of those. But she was like, "Yeah, something about my kitchen." What? What are you talking about? They say like, yo, shout out to me. Y'all calling me an OG. That makes me feel good. Thank y'all also. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that to everyone that said I'm one of the originals. Married to Medicine. Um, we love the OGs. What's up? Thank y'all for saying that. Yes. Thanks. I appreciate it. Oh, wow. Wow. So you started following me before you went to nursing school, and you've been a nurse for 3 years. Yo, you've been here for a while. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for real. I really appreciate you for that. Like, that's amazing. Exactly, Nibby. That's what I'm talking about. Like, traveling is mainstream, it's trendy, it's the thing. What edges? What edges, Whitney? What are they gelling? What are they gelling? What are they gelling? Yo, y'all are making me smile. Braces full on. Like, that's so nice. Thanks. Thanks for calling me one of the originals, one of the OGs. Yeah, when I started doing YouTube, it was dry, especially in these black travel YouTube streets. It was very, 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 very dry. Wasn't a lot of people. I'm not the originator. I didn't have the first, like traveling black. Da, 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 da. Oh, my Colombian days. Me and me and my young blacks expats. What's up? Yeah, especially black travel, the women, and then solo travelers too, and then solo women. Um, yeah, it was definitely very dry. But yeah, like, so what edges were they talking about? Yeah, that she was like, my kitchen this, and then you just told me about edges, and they be like, period. What? Why are you doing? What's this? And what are these accents that y'all are? What are these? You don't talk like that in real life. Yeah, the young black expats. Uh, I sometimes I just look very confused. Sometimes what I do if someone is speaking to me in like African American vernacular English or anything like that, I act like I don't know what the word means. Like I'm like, period. I don't never heard anyone say that before. What does that mean? Like I kind of like, oh, what does period mean? Or yes, sis. I'm like, what you talking about? But it's like, well, who's because going back to the chick that said her kitchen, the white chick. You watched our videos. That's what we wanted you to do. Watch our videos before you got on that road. That's why I started making the videos in the first place. Because I wanted to see what it was like. Yeah, nah, because do they use outdated slang like sister girl? Oh, please. But like, so is there a way to thank you? Oh, Analia. Is there a way to rein it in though? Is there a way? Or is it too late? The cat's out the bag, it's too late. There's nothing we can do about it. That's it. It's done. It's out, it's done. Because like when I travel, I want to hear yes, sister girl. When like I want to hear you talk like you. Now, I will say that um yeah, they do want to stay with the cool kids. I will say that if you live somewhere, you're bound to pick up some of their words. Like I started saying, it's too late. That's it. It's too late. It's out. You can't put the cat back in the bag. It's done. Yeah, that's facts. That's facts, Shelly. But like I will say that when I was in South Africa, I started saying, yeah, like what is period? What does it mean? What does it mean? Did they answer you when you said what does period mean? That I act so confused. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then they'll try to say it's like internet talk. I'll say, oh, it's just internet talk. Like, no, it's not. It's definitely not just internet talk. Like, there are plenty of people in my neighborhood that talk just like that, and they didn't get it from the internet. But the question is though, okay, I was going back to what I was saying. So when I was in South Africa, I did start saying like yebo, which means yeah or yes. Um, they looked at me like, "Are you black?" And I just stared back. Uh, wow. So so I think that there are some authentic cases because I would say like yebo, but I wasn't like for 9 months. For 9 months, that's where I was the longest. I was always in and out. Boom, 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 boom. But I was there for 9 months. And yeah, so I started picking up like, um, dang, now I'm losing it. But like, hold on, Yebo and oh, they say ish. They say like ish. So like if something is like, oh man, like I'll be like, oh man, they'll be like ish. So I started saying like ish. Because I was just around so many people that did it. Was it the most beautiful 9 months of my life? I can't say that. And I'll tell you why in the March Live. So I'm going to leave a cliffhanger on that. So you got to come back because I already planned to talk about that in the March Live. It's going to be kind of related to this. And was it the most beautiful 9 months of my life? Spoiler alert, the answer is you got to wait. Stay tuned. Gotta come back soon. But yes, I think that there are some authentic representations of it, and then there are definitely like some caricature ish representations. Like, what's that chick name? Aquafina. When am I gonna come? I think it's different if you're physically emotional. Yes, Janelle, talk to it. Baby. Oh, I can't even say it. See, baby. Oh, baby and Woody. Woody. Oh God, Morocco. Best food, terrible experiences. Best place I ever visited. What's the criteria? Yeah, Aquafina. Like that is not an authentic representation. I think Janelle hit it on the head. Like there's a difference between being physically immersed somewhere, like actually, and then versus picking it up from reality TV or wherever. Woody. I can't even say Woody. Baby. I can't say it. I can't say it. I wish I did. I love how people from New Orleans talk. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love that accent so much. But I'm a sucker for accents though. The best place I ever. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna go in Asia then. I don't know. That's hard. That's a hard question. Some places I like the people, some places I like the food, some places I like the um when I felt free, no racism, just living life. Is Morocco safe for black women? I hated Morocco. I'm coming back, travel squad. I hated Morocco. I, for one, did not feel safe. There are other stories out there where everyone loved it, but personally, I hated Morocco. That is my least favorite place. No, I hated Amsterdam too. No, but I was actually like a like yeah, I didn't feel safe in Morocco. No, I was gonna say assaulted, which is true because when I was walking through the market, like men were like tapping me on my behind as I'm walking through, just like, hey, hey, hey. And then yeah, exactly. See? They know I'm not lying. I said it. My story is consistent. That was like years ago. uh and so yeah, like they were just like patting me on my butt. And I was like, what the Thank you. Travel Squad, exactly. I like to be honest in my videos, so I'll tell you like the real. Everything's not peachy and cream. I just tell the truth and and I still say like if you want to go experience it, go, but this is just what happened to me. Yeah, so in Morocco specifically, from what I experienced, black women were mostly seen as sex workers. And so that's because they had a lot of sex workers from African countries there. That's just what I saw. Now I'm not, so that's just, kind of that. So, yes. Oh, y'all, oh, geez. Y'all remember my Black Pete story? Shit's crazy. And I just found out that they have it in Mexico too, called, it's similar to Black Pete. I was like, what? It was, yes, and I found that out by watching something. But yeah, it was similar to Black Pete, and they had like the dude, he would go to get the bad children and kidnap them. Now, I don't know if it was like the racist caricature in Mexico, but they had the similar thing to Black Pete. I'm gonna look. Oh, should I look it up now? Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on, because I want to see if it's the racist thing that was in Pedro de Negro. Let me see. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Pedro de Negro. Because I want to see if it was the racist caricature. Yep. 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 Oh no, that's not it. No, it's not Pedro de Negro. But when I typed that in, that is kind of what popped up. I typed in Pedro de Negro and that popped up. So maybe you're right. Yeah. That's when I typed it in, this what popped up. I had to make sure I didn't have any identifying information, but no, it's just the time. So yeah, Pedro de Negro, look at that shit. Oh, now I'm starting to curse. See, I can't be looking at this. Yeah, it does look very similar. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at like now this is something that shouldn't be for sale. Like it ties in. It ties into what we're talking about. Why is this culture? And what does this cost to be culture? What does that cost to be culture? But anyway, um, yeah, so I hated Morocco, but Morocco's food was amazing. Um, the guy in my hotel, like that worked there, he tried to come in my room. I had a chair in front of the door. Yeah, it looks like it's the same. But I had like something in front of the door, so he couldn't come in because my room just had like a regular key, not like a lock. But either way, um, yeah. See, the black people thought it was so funny. Yeah, it's nothing funny about it. And they're like, this is just my culture. Well, that's something that I really don't want to be for sale. Like, y'all can keep it. Y'all need to keep that sacred. Y'all need to just keep that sacred. Just keep that sacred. That's not for sale. But anyway, I'm about to answer your question, Travel Squad. Um, honestly, the first thing that comes to mind, I would have said South Africa, but y'all gonna have to wait till March why that's not my answer. It was South Africa. Uh, but I'm gonna say Colombia, honestly. I'm gonna say Colombia. Colombia. Yeah, I'm gonna say Colombia, honestly. Yeah, yeah, I'm just gonna say Colombia. Um, yeah, that's my answer. That's where I felt like the most. I was just chilling. It was cool. I didn't speak the language fluently. Yeah, I like Medellin and I like the man. Y'all don't understand my memory. I don't. I haven't been anywhere. My memory is what's that? What's that? See, I'm relying on the internet. Viva Colombia! I'm relying on the internet too much. Um, yeah, I'm gonna say Colombia. Unfortunately, it used to be South Africa. Oh yeah, and Cartagena. I love Cartagena. So yeah, that's my response. Hurt my heart to not say South Africa because I really did love South. Can it be like one A, one B? Nah, I'm sorry. Okay, no. Um, yeah, I did. I did go to Choco. Yeah. And then I talked to that lady that had a uh Cartagena's for tourists. I just like beach towns. But you're right. It is very touristy. Hey, Kenneth. And not only, yeah, so I talked to that lady who had a shop. She was from Choco. Yeah. Yeah. So that both of those things. And I will say that if I went back to Colombia today, my answer would probably change because that's what like as I kept going back to Colombia, it was getting more touristy. And I was like, I'm starting to not to like this. Oh, Cape Town. See, when I see Cape Town, now I'm like, I want to go back. I haven't been to Cape Town in a while though. I'm sorry. No recommendations. I haven't been to Cape Town in a long time. Sorry. Sorry. If you email me though, like to come up with it off the spot, no, can't do it. But if you email me, um, I'll be able to come up with some. Cause I just have to think about it. But off the spot, no, because I haven't been to Cape Town in a long time. When I was in South Africa, I was in Johannesburg this last time for 9 months. Did I go anywhere else? Uh, yeah. Well, she was in Medellin. She was in Medellin. Yo, Travel Squad know what's going on. But that lady was in Medellin though. I just saw her shop when I was just walking down the street. I was like, oh, what's this? Oh, let me go in here. And they were Travel Squad. Look, now I'm thinking like, is it really Colombia? That was a hard question. Don't hold me to it if I change my answer, please. But for now, I'm just gonna say that. Mm, Whitney, you gotta wait till next month to get that answer. You gotta wait till next month to get that answer. Could be yes, could be no. You gotta wait. Could be already did, and that I'm just here because of border restrictions and travel restrictions. Who knows? Well, I know, but uh, I'll tell you in the March live. And I'll like make sure to title it, about my time in SA or something, so that y'all aren't. I haven't. Wait a minute, Kenneth. Does the person live in Nigeria, or do they live wherever you live and they just want you to go to Nigeria to visit? Which one is it? Because if they live in Nigeria, we might have to have a chat. I don't want anyone to take advantage. But the reason that I haven't been to Nigeria yet, specifically, is that that's one place I don't want to go as a solo traveler. It might be fine, but I feel like it would be better. Whitney, I just got to ask the question of like, do they live where you live? Like, where you meet this person? Or, oh, y'all both live in Chicago. Okay, great. That's good. One, fantastic. Everything is great. I just thought you met this person online, and then I was going to be like, let's have a conversation. That's just not but going back, that's just not somewhere that I want to go solo. It's just not. And then I want to have you dated a beautiful woman in Dubai that you met. She told you to be careful about where? Dubai or about Nigeria. Which one? Yeah, that's and another place that I want to go is India. I think I said that to y'all before, but I don't want to go alone. Like I want to go to see some places in India, but I'm not trying to make that trip. Have I been to a Samoan island or the Samoan Islands? I haven't been to Samoa, but I did go to some islands near, but not to Samoa itself. Nope. Yeah, I want to go to Travel Squad. Which one was it? They told you to be careful in Dubai. Also, when I went to Dubai, I was like, that's it. Like, it was cool, but interesting thing, I did go to this soul food restaurant in Dubai. This dude, he's from, I think, don't give me the lying. Oh, my poor memory. I got to get back on the road so I can start remembering stuff again. When I was traveling, my memory was sharp. Oh, um, she said, be careful. Did you go to Nigeria, Travel Squad, or did that deter you a bit? But this dude, yeah, he had a soul food restaurant, so it was cool meeting him. I was like, oh, this is cool. This is cool. Like I asked the waitress or whoever my server was to get him, and we took like a picture together. I'll post it in my community tab, and I'll have the information there because I do have that picture somewhere. So I'll post that picture in my community tab soon, within the next couple of days, definitely before my next live. So that was cool. But Dubai itself, I was like, oh, that's it. Okay, cool. Like, oh, that like it's like, oh, you can shop and you can eat and like you can shop a little bit more, but and maybe I just didn't. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I didn't do a good enough job planning, but it just it just was a regular place. Um, yeah. So that's me on Nigeria though. Pretty sure it'll be all right. I'm not going by myself. I just scrolled up and I saw that I said Colombia. Oh man, I hope I don't regret it. Oh, Thailand. I was going through like some of my Thailand videos. Yeah, police brutality as well. Yeah. Yeah, they had that End SARS campaign. Um, and bribery, brutality and bribery. Listen, I live in the United States, so I'm not talking about any other country's police departments. Believe that, but that is something to consider for sure. Thailand was so. I had a good time in Thailand. I had a really good time in Thailand. That's the place. I think that's what I said earlier, where they were like Thanksgiving sales. I'm like, why? Why y'all have that? Why y'all have Thanksgiving here? What you talking about? It's just everything is just like no cultural significance. Like Saint Panama, Saint. Oh, you saw that Panama video? I almost threw up a middle finger when I read the Panama because I just didn't have a good time. Next. Um, but like St. Patrick's Day or Cinco de Mayo or what everything is just like here's this thing you can celebrate to get money. And it's like, okay, but what's the cultural significance of Cinco de Mayo or St. Patrick's Day? Or I hate what's happening with Juneteenth. Maybe that'll be my June video, my June live. But like everything is just like this thing that's for sale. Black History Month. Oh, I was going to talk about it tonight, but no, I'm not. I just no. But it's just like this thing that's for sale. Now Panama, no, Panama can go. I got so sick in Panama. The police wanted money. Oh, you know what? I just thought about Costa Rica. That when I was on the coast, was that Limon? I think so. No, I'm still sticking with Colombia, but I had a great time in Costa Rica when I was at Veronica's place. That was fire. That I also felt free there. Let me see. I'm looking up something. Sorry. Yeah, Puerto Viejo. But it is though. Black history is for sale, unfortunately, and I don't want it to be. I don't want Black American history to be for sale, or I don't want anybody's history to be for sale. That's what we were talking about. Yeah, I was profiled. Yo, y'all really, y'all know my life. Hey, y'all know my life. Y'all were with me. I got it, man. I gotta give y'all some more videos this year. I got to. I gotta do that. Y'all know my life. I was so pissed. I was so pissed. Like, I remember that video. I just sat down, I set up my camera, and I was like, let me tell you what just happened. Oh, but I've had some great experiences as well. Look, I done talked about all the negatives. I done talked about Black Pete and then Pedro de Negro or El Negro. I done talked about getting my getting my bum patted all up and through Morocco. So, but I had some great travel experiences. Thank you. I'm brave because I just go. That's brave because I'm just like I want to go here, so I'll just go. Is it bravery? Maybe. Is that what it is? I think so. Well, I'm not gonna say I think I'm brave, but I'm just a person that likes to experience things, and but I appreciate it. I need to accept the compliment. Thank you so much. I'm trying to like be self-deprecating, but I appreciate it. I am courageous. I say that because I definitely like. I'm just like, well, I'm gonna go, and then we'll see what happens when I get there. I try to be as prepared as I possibly can, but I, the wanderlust is. Wait, do you make videos now? Intrepid. That's the word. Travel Squad. Do you make videos? Do we need to subscribe? You make videos? Thank you for saying that. Oh my goodness. I just wanted to show people what was out there. Travel Squad, you making videos now? Everyone that's talking, are y'all like solo travelers? Have you all taken solo trips? We got some solo travelers in here, like me. Solo travel is what's up. Aw. Shelly? Shelly solo. All right. Kenneth? Whitney? Whitney solo. Bevelyn. Bevelyn has some solo trips under her belt. Kenneth, Aaron, travel squad. What? Either y'all are now y'all just gassing me up now. Now y'all gassing me up, bro. Now y'all just gassing me. Thank you though. Now y'all just gassing. But I appreciate it. That makes me happy to hear that I was an inspiration to somebody. You know what? Oh, hey, but you still did it. You still did it though. Where are you going to go first once you build up your courage? Okay, Bay too. I love some solo travelers. That's good. That's amazing. I love it. And nothing wrong with traveling domestically. Hello? Like, you still went somewhere. You still went somewhere. Y'all are so nice. I love my fly fam. Oh, is that a what is that? Is that a bot? Oh, two of my faves, Aaron. You gonna go to two of my faves? You know what? I'm going back to my answer. My answer is definitely oh man, I had fun in Peru. Ooh, man, that Peruvian food. Oh, goodness. I still think about Peruvian food today. That, yo. And then Machu Picchu, which was on my bucket list. I was like, I gotta go see Machu Picchu. Oh, it was amazing. And then I went to that Salt City. What was the name of that Salt City? Y'all can't remember. I'm so. What was the name of that Salt City? Dang! Look at me in this phone. This is what happens. I used to have a good memory, and now I just search the internet for everything. That's not good, y'all. Salt City in Peru. What's the name of it? No, that's not it. Ah, it's not on here. Is it Salinas? Maybe. I don't know. I did a video on it, so it's on my channel. Maybe I should just look at my channel because it's on there. But yeah, that salt. I think it's like I'm about to start lying because I was about to say like something that's in Bolivia. Thank you. Yeah, no, internet is life, and I used to have a really good memory, and it's really bad now. I'm like, hold on, nah, I don't think that's it. It's on my channel. I'm about to look because it's on there because I did a video on it. Because I remember I was walking down the street and I was like touching the walls because they were salt. Like that's one of the things I remember when I was in when I made that video. Is it Salinas that? And they had a great view. Man, I can't remember the name of it. That's awful. Is it Salinas? Salinas can. I don't know, y'all. I'm not about to waste time looking at that. But there's a salt city in Peru that it's like on your way to Machu Picchu. You can stay there to get acclimated to the altitude. Yeah, I went for a checkup. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta start traveling again because I was so active and like I'm carrying everything and I'm always walking and out exploring and I was like, that's how much I like. Oh, okay, yeah, I gotta get back on. I gotta get back on the road because even though I was eating a lot, I was very active. Um, but going back to Travel Squad, going back to Colombia, that is my answer because I took my mentee I have a little mentee. Well, she's getting older now. Oh, and I took her to Colombia. So I was like, we're going to go on a service trip. Um, and I could have taken her anywhere. And I took her to Colombia, and we had an amazing time. So that's what I'm going to say. I'm final answer. I'm happy. I justified it because it was definitely a tie, but that's where I took her. So yes, definitely Colombia. But that Peruvian food though, oh my gosh, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding, y'all. I'm not kidding. If someone's watching this and you were thinking about going to Peru, you should, because that Peruvian food though. Whew, my goodness, they can cook. They can cook. Hello. Someone did try to steal my camera in Peru, so that wasn't great. Um, yeah, that wasn't great at all because I booked this, like they have different modes of transportation and they have like buses, but they're just minivans with like a lot of seats. And I booked one of those because I didn't know what it was. I was like, oh yeah, it's a little bus for like however much. Okay, cool. And then when I got on, I saw what it was. I was like, oh nah, this is not gonna be for me. So I got out and I've never been to Cuba. I want to go to Cuba. I say that every time I get on here. Like it's like top of my list, but I'm scared to go because of U.S. foreign policy. It's top of my list. So when I go, it'll probably like, you know, it'll probably reign supreme for me. But I haven't been, but I want to go though. But yeah, so I sat in this little van, and then like first of all, I was the only black person there, right? Like, and then everybody was speaking Spanish. By that point, I had been in Colombia for 9 months, and I had been like through South America a little bit, so I knew what was going on, but it was still like very uncomfortable. I was like, nah, 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 like, and so I got out. I'm just not remembering the story. It was just very uncomfortable. I was like, I don't know if I want to take this trip. That's did y'all know, fun fact, that I went to go see Nibby in the Dominican Republic. I went to go see her there. She was there. Well, obviously she lived there. And I met up with her when I was there. Shout out to Nibby. Um I was thinking about going through Mexico. So you go Mexico and then go to Cuba, and then I would just come back to Mexico, spend like 3 weeks in Mexico, and then come back to the United States. So maybe I'll get bold. Maybe I'll be intrepid enough to do that. We'll see. Because it's been on my list. It's just, if you look at my list, it's just on there. It's just like Cuba. It's on there along with other places. Um, but yeah, so I got out of the van because I was like, it just the vibe wasn't for me, and then I just got a taxi to take me. It was a long way. It was so expensive. I was like, this is not responsible what I'm about to do. But I was like, can you take me here? I was going to Ollantaytambo, which is where you have to go to take the train to Machu Picchu. It was a long drive. But I got some great pictures and we got to stop along the way. But when I was getting in that car, in the taxi, this little kid, like 8, 5, nah, 5, maybe like 8, they came and they tried to like take my camera. I was like, "Oh." And so like I hurry up and got in the car and like closed the door, and like they were like banging on the window. Tried to get me, but I was too quick. So they didn't get me. I'm about to get off of here. I'm hungry, y'all. But have all cash. Oh, hold up. Hold up. Now I'm getting tips. They're not gonna wait, they're not gonna stamp my passport? Really? Did y'all hear my voice went up so high? I got so excited about that. They're not gonna stamp my yo, don't tease me with a good time. They're not gonna stamp okay. See. Now see, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about for real. All right, I'm gonna have to look into that. All right, well, I will see y'all in March. I will be back in March. And maybe before then, but definitely March. Like I'm not going to commit to anything before March, but definitely March, which is March is next week, but I'm not coming back next week. But it will be in March, and I'm going to post a message before, obviously, like I did on the community tab this time. And also, I'm going to post a picture of me and that guy in Dubai. It was good seeing you too. I will see you all next month for sure. We're going to. Whitney says go through Mexico too. Hold on, I'm getting some tips. Hold on, I got like 4 more minutes. Bye, Travel Squad. Deuces. I love it. Deuces. That. Wait a minute. March 3rd is your B day. When is March 3rd? What day of the week is that? Hold on. What day of the week is that? Bye, Aaron. Y'all, what's the name of that salt city in Peru? You're welcome, Whitney. Thank y'all for welcoming me back. I'm going to be nice seeing you too, Aaron. I'm going to see how many followers I lost because, like I said, I lost like 50 the last live I did. I was like, damn, people do not mess with me no more. It's on a Wednesday. All right, maybe I'll try to be back on the 3rd. No promises, because that's like next. That's 2 weeks from now, right? Maybe I'll give you. But you're not gonna be on my live on your B day gifts. I mean, on your B day. I hope you'll be somewhere out or doing something else, not watching me run my mouth about South Africa, unless you want to. No judgment. I will definitely welcome you. Is it modest? This is going to drop. Let me see. Let me go on my YouTube channel. What's the name of this city? For real, for real. I want to know. That's the last thing I'm going to do. And then I'm out. Hold up. Where have you been, my love? You're just going to be working on your birthday? Ooh, and it's not even my birthday. Y'all, I should just came on my YouTube channel. Arequipa. It's Arequipa. Man, that hotel was nice. Oh, I was living the life in Arequipa. I was living the life. Well, I should look different. I've been gone for 3 years. And my teeth are straight. So that's two things that are different. I'm old now. I'm old, bro. That's why I look different now. Look tired. Today I'll probably look tired. Because I am tired. But yeah. I'm not tan. I look lighter. Because I haven't been to the beach in any sun. So I agree. But how do I look different to you? I know my teeth are different. So excited. Kenneth, you say you old? Child, that's me. We all together. We are all together. We are all together. I'm waiting on Travel Squad to tell me. You'll be 40? Okay, well, I'm not that old with you. But congratulations. Like, you'll be 40. And you're going to just work on your 40th birthday? I understand. We all have our things that we have to do. I'm so hungry. I'm about to get off of here. Travel Squad. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I did. I got braces. I had to. Maybe I'll tell y'all about how my teeth got crooked in the first place in another story because I wasn't born like that. I used to have really, really straight teeth, and then they got messed up, and then they were crooked AF, and now they're getting straight. I have on my braces. Well, thank you. I thought you were like, yeah, you look different now in a bad way. Woo! Y'all saw how I tried to like start like, oh yeah, it's probably this. It's probably this. Dang, that's crazy. I was like, oh yeah, it's this. It's this. It's this. I played myself like, oh, I haven't been to the beach. That's why I'm so light now, and I got to work on that. I'm gonna talk to my therapist about that. You still look young. Me too. Well, I don't know. Travel Squad say I look different. Let me leave you alone, Travel Squad. I was just kidding. I'm just kidding. I promise. I promise. I promise. Yeah, I think I still look pretty young. Actually, today somebody told me that. They were like, "That's how old you are? Wow, you look really young." I was like, "Thanks." I think it's because I have braces. Well, no, I had on a mask, so they didn't know that. Anyway, I'm out. Thanks, Travel Squad. That's you're making me smile. Anyway, okay, I'm out, y'all, for real. I gotta go eat, and that's it. I'll see y'all in March. Bye, Fly Fam.